Hey everyone, and welcome to my 36-week pregnancy update. So if you couldn't already tell, it's already Christmas in my house because that is my favorite season. And I knew that once I got closer to my due date, I would not have the time or energy to decorate my house. So might as well get it started now. But so 36 weeks, that was eventful and uneventful at the same time. Not actually, quite a bit has changed with the baby. I am currently at another bit of a weight gain as well. It's kind of, my weight gain has skyrocketed within the past like couple weeks or so. I currently am at 145 now, so that is a 25-pound weight gain throughout my whole pregnancy. I was at 120 when I started. So I guess that's good, but I am a pretty small girl, so you can definitely tell that I've gained 25 pounds. But thankfully it's distributed through everywhere and not just like in one area, which is great. But other than that, I have been feeling pretty good this week. The baby has been kicking so much. Yesterday, today, the day before, she's been so active. And we actually went to our doctor's appointment last Thursday, so today's Monday, and everything seems to be okay. I am, however, getting closer to being due pretty much because I had the doctor check me, and the doctor says that I am now my cervix is now 40% effaced, which is what it was on Thursday. So I would imagine that now it's probably a little bit more because I can feel like it's starting to open. So 40% effaced, but I wasn't dilated yet, which was great. And so we're getting close. And this weekend we actually had our prepared childbirth classes. It was about 7 hours on Saturday and 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 hours on Sunday. So it was fairly long, but I feel so much more at ease about so many different subjects because they covered so much. Like they just gave me so much information and what to do in certain situations, and they answered all the questions that we had. And it was actually a pretty big group. There was about like maybe 10 different couples including ourselves, which was, it was really cool because you got to kind of talk with other couples and see when they're due and all the differences in people's pregnancies and stuff. And it was really informative. And they also gave us this book. It's called The Gift of Motherhood. And this booklet, it has so many different things in it. And it basically, it covers, they covered like all the different labor positions that'll be great. And, it kind of helped my husband especially, kind of prepare himself to know what to do in the situation, like whenever I'm in the situation, like if I'm in so much pain, and how can he help me. And so we loved it. We felt so good afterwards, and we felt so full of knowledge. And it was kind of odd because a lot of the people that were in the class with us, like they're doing it in November, but they're not even due till January or February. It was only myself and 2 other women that are due within the next 3 weeks. Everybody's not due until a while, so it was kind of weird. It wasn't weird, but it was different that, I feel like if I would have done it like 2 months ago, I probably would have like forgot most of the information. So I'm glad that we did it so close to our due date because everything's like fresh in our mind. And my husband was really happy too because he, it prepared him to know what to do in certain situations. And and they taught us like breathing and how he can coach me through the contractions, and the way that they kind of put or describe the contractions. They were like, just think about it this way: 60 seconds of pain, and then a while of relaxation, another 60 seconds of pain, a while of relaxation, which kind of made it a little bit easier, just the way that they broke it down. Like, okay, they kind of changed my mindset. Like, I was just thinking, this is going to be just one big ball of pain for endless hours, and they were like, you know, just think about it this way. And you know, I mean, it's making me feel more prepared, but obviously I'm never going to be ready for like what's actually going to happen in the labor and delivery room. So the first day they went over mainly that, and then the second day was all about babies. So they taught us like pretty much everything we needed to know, you know, the baby's positions, what the baby does, and you know, like it was really informative. And what was also really cool is that they also do a hospital tour, which the place that we go to, it's called the New Parent Resource Center. It is actually like right outside of the hospital. So what we did is after class, we took a walk to the hospital and they did a labor and delivery tour, which I was happy and a little sad about. Happy, the reason being was because like I got to see, you know, they told me, you know, this when you're coming in for your baby, and when we also pre-registered for everything too. So the day that we go in for the baby, we don't have to do any of that paperwork because we already did today or yesterday. But they showed us like the different, you know, the labor and delivery rooms and the recovery rooms and where they do the C-sections, and then the rooms where they have like, or the room where they have like the bathtub. So you can do labor in the bathtub if you chose to. You know, so we kind of got to see everything, but there was one time during this tour where we went to the NICU where, you know, they have, you know, little babies, and even the nurse herself was shocked that they had the shutters open because they usually always have the shutters closed apparently. But the shutters were open, so they kind of let us like peek in, and there was babies in there. And I lost it. I just started crying because, I mean, it was just, you know, it was so hard to see those little babies in the, you know, it was just so hard to see them in there. And like there was one baby, you can barely see her because the other baby was like kind of covered, but there was a little girl and she looked really small, and you can see the family was in there, like, you know, really sad. And it was so heartbreaking. Like I started crying, but I mean not hysterically because there was like strangers and other people and stuff, but like as soon as I peeked in there, like just my eyes were just watering, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. And then but I mean after I got over that, you know, I know they're under good care and everything. So after I got over that, we went to go see the labor and delivery room, and I had like a mini panic attack. Maybe it's the pregnancy hormones, or I mean I really don't know, but I had a mini panic attack when I saw that room and just all the tools and, you know, all the machines and everything, and the bed, you know, where you're gonna labor and where they're gonna deliver your baby. And like I was just thinking to myself like, oh my goodness, like this is real. Like, I mean, I didn't think that I would be this, I guess I'm kind of scared. Like, and I mean, I'm strong, and, you know, everybody, my mother always, every day, my mother calls me and tells me, you know, you can do this, you're strong. You know, I did it, I had 4 kids, and I did it with no medication, you know, you got this. And I mean, no matter how many pep talks she gives me, like, I still feel scared, like, you know. And it's mainly because I'm still in between. I don't know if I want to do an epidural or not. I feel like I get a lot of judgment for wanting to, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, I did it without it, you know. And, you know, in the views of some people, like, they feel, it looks like they, or it seems like they feel like it makes a woman less of a woman if she does it with an epidural. And personally, I mean, it's just some people can't handle it. Like, I don't think it makes you less of a woman if you get it with or without an epidural, like, you know. And so my mother doesn't want me to get one. Family members and other friends are just like, oh, you know, you're gonna get an epidural. And then other ones are like, oh, you need to get that epidural because it is painful, you know. So I really don't know. I feel like I am gonna make a decision when it's happening. Like, you know, what if I'm in so much pain and it's unbearable and I can't go on, you know, so I would need it. And then I'm also at the same hand, on the other hand, like, what if, you know, I'm doing fine and I feel like I don't need it, you know? I really don't know. So I'm just gonna see what happens. I am really just gonna see what happens. And I already started creating my birth plan, which is gonna be, it's gonna be like more of like a loosely thought out thing, to where, you know, this is kind of the way I would like it to be, but I'm open to changes as they happen, because you really don't know what's gonna happen there, you know? And I mean, I'm 36 weeks and 6 days, so 37 tomorrow, and according to my doctor, you know, baby can come pretty much any day now, you know? I'm already, my cervix is already thinning. I'm not dilated yet though, but I mean, I'm on the path, and I feel like she's gonna be coming pretty soon, you know? So, but I mean, that was it as far as like the birthing classes and stuff. I mean, again, I love them. I mean, I recommend that if in your area, like if they do something like that, then you definitely should sign up for it, because, you know, like it just makes you feel a lot more prepared, especially your spouse. Like my husband walked out of there like, I got this, like I'm gonna be your coach, like, you know. So let's hope that, you know, we put all of that information to use when it comes. But as far as baby goes, she, you know, she's been kicking and she's been growing, and I feel pretty good. I still feel like my appetite has not decreased. Like people say at this point in pregnancy that your appetite decreases, but I haven't seen that. I am so hungry all the time, and I made a delicious meal right now, and I had a big old bowl, and you know. But as far as cravings go, like I haven't really had any cravings for anything, you know, but I do feel like I just want sweets all the time. But I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, I'm trying to keep my diet cleaner, you know. I'm trying to eat a little bit better, but I mean, all I want to do is eat sweets. But I mean, I guess that's pretty much all that I really wanted to tell you guys this week. It was pretty uneventful, but I mean, the only big thing was, you know, the classes and everything, and, you know, basically confessing to you guys that I'm scared, you know. So hopefully next week I will have more to share with you guys. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get on to the belly shots. So here is a front view of baby, and you can tell that I'm starting to get a little bit wider in this area here. And here is the left side. Here is the right side. So that's pretty much gonna be it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize if it was a lot longer than my other videos, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see the rest of my videos, and I will go ahead and keep you guys posted, and I'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.